Steve, you mentioned that you've changed some of your practice habits. What are some of those
Well, I'm
changes?
not going to go into details, but we're just being a little bit more competitive, first against first on some things. We're still not tackling to the ground, getting guys hurt, stuff like that. But we've just tried to keep our guys moving better, sense of urgency. Seems like we've been a little too lackadaisical. Obviously, we didn't play fast. The other team was a lot faster than us the last game out. We're just trying to get our guys moving at a faster pace all the time, and very little standing around watching each other. For an example, when we do, I will tell you this, when we do pass protections, we got all four of them up there blocking instead of one at a time. And we got all four defensive guys rushing. Actually, we had 5 offensive linemen against 4 defensive guys. We'll do that all week because we're not real good on pass protection and we're not very good on pass rush. So we're going to practice the heck out of it and see if we can get better.
Mm-hmm. To that point, Coach, how do you get this run game, more effective early on in the game?
Well, obviously, running the ball, sometimes you don't make much, sometimes you do. And it's obviously we've won a bunch of games with the quarterback running the ball, if you guys were here last year and the year before. And right now we're not maybe a quarterback run team as much as before. So we need to block. We need to get some holes in there, and backs need to, run well and so forth. And then we have to get the other team off the field. We got to get them off the field. We know that. So it all goes together. Running teams, strong defensive teams, off the field. We were watching our game with them 2 years ago. Dylan actually played the whole game. And our defense was sensational. I think we shut them out for about 3 quarters, something like that, half, 3 quarters. We were up 21-0, and we had a bunch of plays where we punted, but 3 plays later we're out on the field. That's so hopefully we can get to that. Hopefully we can get to that. Gosh, we beat Mississippi State. We punted 8 times in that game. We were terrible on offense. Couldn't run, couldn't throw, couldn't do much anything. So football is a team sport.
What did you think of Dylan's effort?
Dylan had a lot of good plays the other night, and he had some plays he could perform better. He got hung up a few times, and playing quarterback nowadays is decision making, as it's almost always been, especially if you're a drop back quarterback. You got 4 receivers going out. You got to choose which side to choose to throw here or there. And a few times he got hung up on the wrong side and, should have come the other side. Little things like that. But, he hadn't played all that much. But he had some beautiful passes, the deep balls to Nicky and Demir. They blew a coverage on Demir's long one. But the one to Nicky was an excellent throw. He got hit right after he threw. Our protection was not very good the other night, if you've noticed. And that contributed occasionally to some errant plays too.
Did he miss some from excitement? It looked like he threw a couple
high ones early.
Was that just nerves or excitement, or you think that'll?
Yeah, I think that was just early excitement, a couple of high balls. And then another couple, hopefully we could have jumped up and hung on a little bit that we didn't. But that's the way it happened. Yeah, we weren't very good on third downs. The other team was extremely good, and yeah.
Were the problems on defense scheme-related, execution, combination, and how do you go about correcting?
Probably all. Scheme-related. Sometimes we had players, ball was being thrown over there, and they were running over that way for some reason. We had some players get confused at times. And then the other team executed pretty well. They executed, and then they made all those third downs. We had some good plays on first and second. They make the third, and away they go. So you got to be a good third down defensive team. Got to be good in the red zone, make them kick field goals, force some punts. We got to get more 3 and outs. When you do those kind of things, now the offense maybe can run 3 times and see if we can do something, and so forth. So it's a team sport, and the offense, defense sort of goes together.